So many comments, so little time.
There's a guy who wants to talk to you.
Hey everybody. Folks, it's getting harder and harder for me to take the time out to do live streams, to engage the comment pages, and I'm trying to put more care into my long form work. So I'm looking to have a format where I can communicate with you in small bites, more free form and more frequently. So here in this new comment of the day series, I will respond to a question from the comment pages every weekday. So here's how it works. If you have a question you'd like to hear from me on, ask it in the comments below. If you see a question or comment you like, give it a thumbs up or reply to it with your approval. For the next video, I will look at the top comment of this video and reply to it there. Obviously, some things will not be able to be done in this format. Debunk this 2-hour video. Nope. Do this experiment. That won't happen. Insults and attacks will be called out for what they are. Let's all act like adults and make this an enjoyable thing for all of us. But if it's a question I can't answer, no problem. I'll let you know. I don't have all the answers. If you ask me what should be done about Brexit, I'll plead American ignorance. But then again, if you ask me about Spider-Man, you'll plead for me to shut up. But before I get into today's comment, which I kind of picked at random, I want to point out the latest video from Where's Wally. He made some great use of photos that I gave him from the flight that Critical Think and I took over Antarctica back in January. The link is in the description. Okay, today's comment is from Ebony Shaky, who asks, please explain why Polaris, the North Star, does not move if the Earth spins, revolves around the sun, and the Earth's axis is in a 26,000-year wobble. The answer is it does move. First off, it moves on a daily basis as it is not dead center aligned with our northern celestial pole. If you see a time lapse of the northern sky, all of the stars, including Polaris, trace out a circular path. Polaris just makes a very small circle compared to the other visible stars. It's also moving very slowly because of the great distance, so that movement isn't really noticeable. But that wobble itself is causing it to move. That wobble is the precession of the axis. So if you picture the Earth as a top, you know that shift that a top makes, well, that's called a precession, and the Earth does that as well. Polaris wasn't always the pole star. It was several degrees off of center 1,000 years ago. People kept records way back then. It wasn't even called Polaris until sometime in the Renaissance period. I believe the precession, if I'm remembering correctly, is still bringing us a bit closer to Polaris, but it will never be dead center. And then we will drift away from it, and eventually Vega will be the closest to the celestial pole. Now, users like Ebony will probably say, no, it doesn't move, but that's because they've chosen to ignore what astronomers have observed for literally thousands of years, and they ignore what they can confirm with their own eyes if they chose to look. They repeatedly claim that Polaris doesn't move, has been in the same spot all this time, when everyone who actually observes and records these things tells them otherwise. So, Ebony, that is my educated answer. Okay, everybody, that's it for today. Tomorrow I will be responding to the top comment on this video, so comment below, ask a question, respond and vote on the other comments, and the top comment will get featured. Try to learn something new about the world today that you didn't know yesterday. Try to help someone else do the same, and try your best to have fun doing it. Take care.
That's my job. That's what I do. I don't lose. I win. Is there no one on this planet to even challenge me?
Maybe you came by to congratulate me on last night's victory.